Testing, 1 2. Is this thing on?
Pretty sure. Should be.
Should be. Awesome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first Two Dab Crew podcast of 2020. Of course, we're in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, and our faces have changed. Andre is currently self-quarantined with coronavirus, so we have a new addition to the podcast. You want to introduce yourself to the podcast?
Hey, I'm DJ Will Knight.
DJ Will Knight. Way better than the name you picked before. We don't have any followers that follow the podcast, but once we do, we will survey them to see which DJ name they like for you better. But we digress from our topic today. So
In time.
big topic of today with the podcast would be coronavirus, right? Because that's all anybody's fucking talking about right now is fucking coronavirus. Like, oh, so let's start with this. Like, what are your high points and low points of the coronavirus? Like, does anything excite you about the coronavirus? Because
Stocks.
like me, I'm of course stocks, right? So to me, like, I'm so disappointed that the coronavirus is not a zombie pandemic. Right? Like out of all the things that you could sit there and say, like, man, I would be locked up in my house for weeks. I'm not going out. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. For a cough or sneeze or
flu.
for a flu.
Yeah.
Versus like zombies
Something
coming out
more
to eat your
exciting.
brains. You know what I mean? Like, I have all this ammunition and guns stashed everywhere. Like, I've been waiting for the zombie apocalypse since like 2004. So it's like the biggest thing to hit your country or the world at that point in years is a flu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm highly disappointed by one the reaction of people that come out there, and they're all like in fucking scarves and masks.
Yeah.
It's like we're in the Middle East. No offense meant there, but it's like everybody's got their face covered. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you don't know who's a burglar and who's not.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like I haven't seen the news of somebody accidentally getting shot running into a Walmart because he had a bandana over his face like a fucking cowboy bandit. I'm waiting on that. Like, guy mistaken as burglar gets shot, protecting himself from the coronavirus.
Oh my god.
But to me that is the letdown. That it's like life is at a standstill and there's not even a fucking zombie. And it's it's crazy is that, like, the coronavirus has no lasting effects.
Yeah.
Like literally you get it and then you're better. Or
yeah.
the population that dies.
Yeah.
So like that sucks. Rest in peace to all the dead people.
Yeah.
Or the people that are going to die.
Yeah.
Of course we don't wish that upon anybody to die, but like it's not like something like herpes. Like, you catch herpes and then you have a bump on your lip the rest of your life, or it comes and it goes. Like there's nothing about this virus besides the fact that people are flipping out and they're dying. So, it's crazy, but people don't listen. I mean that's the fact of life, is people don't listen because they're more afraid of the coronavirus than they are of, like, AIDS.
Yeah.
I go into Walmart. There's no paper towels. There's no toilet paper, right? There's no food, but there's plenty of condoms everywhere. So like, okay, so AIDS is still around.
Yeah,
HIV is still around, and people still have it. It's still being passed from person to person, and when you're locked up in the house, especially if you're locked up with people, what else is there to do besides have sex? And of course, the condom section is still full at Walmart.
Hey, maybe they're planning on. There's gonna be a bunch of, like, babies born in the next, like, 7-8 months. It's gonna be a whole new generation.
December, January, February. They're gonna be called the Corona babies. You had the baby boomers, whatever the hell the next generation was after that. Then you had millennials, and then what's the new thing called?
Gen Z.
Whatever. I have no idea. Know. I don't keep up with that shit. And then the next version is gonna be the Corona babies.
Hey, that would make sense though. I mean, it would make complete sense.
Can you imagine like a family loses their grandma to Corona, right? But then the grandchildren have a baby. So the baby is a Corona baby, and the baby's an everlasting effect that we lost our grandma making you. God. I mean, it's a sick thought, but I mean, but the thing about it is like oh shit, like would you want to be known as the Corona baby, knowing that? So a fact that you brought up to me a couple months ago when this shit first came out, you were like, Corona only killed 3,000 people. The flu killed 80,000.
Yeah. But
I believe the death toll is going to exceed the flu rampantly, especially because whatever happened in Europe, they were not ready for that.
No.
But I guess that's kind of like payback.
Yeah.
If you follow any type of history, which I don't because I'm an alcoholic, you think about back to when the Spanish. The conquistadors, Christopher Columbus, and I forget what the name of the guy that went and discovered the Aztecs and the Mayans and like El Dorado. It was a dude, but they brought smallpox with them.
Yeah.
Right. So a European disease that the natives, their immunities weren't ready for.
Yeah.
So it wiped them out.
Yeah.
Right. So now you have the Spain people, Italy, all that. You have them getting a disease they're not ready for, and they're all dying. Not again.
Yeah, no.
I don't wish that upon everybody. Like I'd rather be out, doing shit, of course. But we're stuck in the house, so it's just weird.
Yeah.
To see that the way it turns out.
It's wild, like.
So with this, I mean, you brought up stocks, right? Yeah. So again, we're going to give people a little bit of knowledge here, on top of if you're laughing or not. Like I don't really know. Maybe somebody lost their grandma, and this shit is not funny to them anymore. No. Again, rest in peace to everybody who died, or is going to die. Which I hope it's nobody. Like I hope I wish I could like wave a finger all day and like y'all would buy condoms and then stop. Like coronavirus would stop when you start buying condoms. Like what? So the question is now, right? So if you cough on somebody, you get coronavirus, right? But is unprotected sex? Can you get coronavirus from unprotected sex?
Of course.
I get it, like if you was making out with the chick or whatever, like you swap and spit, something like that. Yeah, you gonna get coronavirus. But once if you hitting her from the back though.
Hey.
Like, do you get coronavirus from bodily fluids? Like, if you exchange,
you do.
So you come in her, like like she's got that like right there. You can pass herpes, AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, all these other like way worse things to have in life because they don't go away. And then it's like, all right, wait, you can't get coronavirus through sex. I mean, but in reality, sex is a great way to prove you don't have coronavirus because they tell you you're gonna feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
So if you're able to go a couple minutes, and your chest don't hurt, then that would I guess kind of preemptively say you don't have coronavirus because you was able to get a couple strokes in. Now, if you only last like 30 seconds, I don't know if that's enough time, for you to actually sit there and be like, yo, I was getting it in for like 18 seconds, but that shit was good and it was quick. Like I don't know if I got coronavirus or not. Like I don't think I put my lungs to the test. So anyway, going back to the knowledge of the stocks, right? So a couple stocks to follow. It's definitely you got to pay attention to the cruise lines, right? Because the cruise lines are sitting there, they are so close to basically bankruptcy. Nobody's going on a fucking cruise, and I highly doubt anybody goes on a cruise for a while. But then again, nobody's buying condoms, so I don't know like if society's actually thinking right. You know what I mean? Like the minute they're like, yo, like this shit's under control, which it could easily turn back into a pandemic
Yeah.
before it's under control. You know,
Yeah.
like people are like, yo, I'm booking the next cruise because I've got cabin fever because I've been in the house for like 3 fucking weeks. You know, so like the first thing I'm gonna do is like book a cruise, right? So now all these people go on the cruise and it's that one person again, just like last time, right? One next thing you know, right? So now it's another pandemic. So then they're like, you know what? Cruise ships ain't the way to go. Maybe we just gonna stop it altogether. But if everything works out and the cruise, you know, line recovers, we're looking at stocks that are trending at almost $100 and right now are selling for $10. So you could easily, if you got some expendable cash, put $100 into, you know, 10 stocks of Norwegian or Royal Caribbean. So you spend $100, you got 10 stocks. Those 10 stocks turn into $50 in a year from now. Your $100 just became $500.
Yeah.
Right? That's a $400 come up. You're not getting that from Uncle Sam on a fucking 10-year CD. You know, like, so you definitely want to pay attention to the stocks, you know, like, especially if you got a solid job. Like, I know it's a lot of people out there, you know, that probably won't have a job. You see unemployment's like super through the roof and shit. So it's a lot of people that's going to be affected in a negative way, but anybody that, like, you know, like us who, you know, we got a solid job, we work with an essential provider where we're not going to go, you know, like we're going to have a job, you know, it's a good time. Like if you got some of that bread, you know, kind of spread it, especially for the people who go out all the time buying alcohol and partying. Now you can't do it because your ass is at home. And I know you're not buying condoms because I seen them at Walmart. So am I beating the condom section too much? Because I swear. So it trips me out though, because like when you go to Walmart, you got toothpaste, you know, the deodorant section, the body soap section, the condom section is right there, and then like the lady pads, and the baby stuff, and then the vitamins and all that, right? So you go through all these sections, and like all the baby wipes is gone, right? And then like body soap is kind of like iffy. So like I know like even though y'all trapped in the house all day, y'all still gotta shower every day. You know, like I bet you it's people there talking about like everybody's looking for hand sanitizer. It's called soap, my man. Like wash your hands with soap. Hot water is soap, right? If you're trapped in the house, you should have an abundance of hot water and soap. Like I don't understand why people's go nuts, and so it's just crazy. Like to see these kind of things. So you know, but it's a lot of changes, right? And some of them I like social distancing. I'm okay with. You know, I don't have any friends. So to me, it's like, yo, you can't go hang out with nobody. Like, it don't make no difference to me because all I do is go to work and come home and play with my cat. You know what I mean? So like, it's really no difference than everyday life. Like what? Oh shit! Like the only thing is that like I feel so much better. Like I don't feel depressed anymore. Because guess what? Instead of sitting home on a Saturday night, like yo, like everybody's out getting drunk, not using the condoms because they're still in stock at Walmart. You know, and I'm just sitting home with my cat and like playing the Xbox. It's like, damn, like this sucks, bro. Like I'm bored and depressed. But now it's like, hey, I'm sitting home on a Saturday night. I got a beer. Guess what? Everybody else is doing the same fucking thing because everything else is closed. So guess what? Now I'm an active member of society once again. You talk about the status come up. Here I am. Oh my god. But so social distancing great because like now I can kind of be rude to people like I normally am. But it's acceptable now, right? So like when I don't look somebody in the face. And then, like, I kind of hit the duck, and I turn, and I stay the fuck back from people. Like, to me now, it's acceptable, right? Because you could do it. Like, when somebody comes up to you and you stand the fuck back, it's like, not only is your breath stink, but now I'm just standing the fuck back. Like, if you that close, I can smell you. Back up. But here's a question that got me, though, right? So, social distancing, right? Help me answer this for a second. You got to stay 6 feet away from somebody. Yeah. Right? Like whoever made the terminology of 6 feet. Yeah. Right? You bury somebody underground 6 feet.
Yeah.
Right? So staying 6 feet from somebody, same thing as like when you bury a dead body, 6 feet underground.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse. No. Oh. So I'm thinking about this the other day. I'm like, yo, like, does everybody practice social distancing?
Nah. Definitely
Right? No,
not.
but I mean, are they supposed to?
Well, yeah.
Right? So the city says, yo, everybody needs to practice social distancing, right? No groups of 10 or more. You know, stay 6 feet back from everybody, this and this, that. So what about the cops?
Yeah.
So, like, do the cops have to stay 6 feet away from you at all times?
No, not unless you're like if you're doing something wrong.
So here's a question,
Yeah.
right? So I'm doing something fucked up, whether it's robbing a bank, you know, whatever it is, you know, something illegal, and the cops come at me. So I could be like, yo, keep your distance, social distancing, 6 feet. You can't arrest me, 6 feet. Does that work?
Hey, you try it. You don't know. Maybe
Yo,
it
okay.
works,
So I got the fact that it don't work, right? Right. I get that in my mind, like, yo, like the cops is gonna get you regardless.
Yeah.
So what happens if they try to tackle you and you start coughing on them?
Oh my god.
Right? What would you do as a human being in the coronavirus pandemic era and somebody coughed on you?
Run.
You would automatically be like, get the fuck off. You would back up.
Yeah.
Right? So how many cops have you seen wearing face masks? None. Right?
Nope.
They're all out there and they're skeptical to
easy.
whatever the word is. Like they're vulnerable to being caught with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And who's more likely to have coronavirus? Like a law-abiding citizen or somebody who's down in the dumps?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you're dealing with dirtbags and scumbags, right? You're more likely to get it. You need to protect yourself. So, if you go to tackle me because, you know, I felt like walking out of Walmart with my cart of shit because I didn't want to wait in that line for 45 minutes like we did the other day. And the cop grabs you. If you cough on him, is he going to let you go?
I think.
Or is he gonna pistol whip you in the fucking mouth so you can't do anything?
He's probably gonna whip out his little baton and kind of just like whip it at you from a distance.
Whip it good. No, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like I can't tell you like, you know, what the rules are because everything to me is like it's like a suggestion. You know, like we suggest you say 6 feet apart, this, that. We put little X's at the coffee shop. You can't stand on this. You got to stand here to go here. You got to wait in line to go into Walmart. And they're like, only go out for essentials. But yet everybody out doing some crazy shit. Yeah. Even right now, people still out doing crazy shit.
Yeah, no.
I mean, is Starbucks really an essential?
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, if you in a day and age with Keurigs, you know, it's not like the old time where you know, grandmama had to like grind the coffee beans. You had to put it in a coffee machine with a filter, fill it up with the cups of water. You know, like some old like coffee maker, right? Yeah. Like now you got a Keurig that can make a simple cup, but people out there still buying like Starbucks. Like when you gonna call that shit non-essential? Yeah. Like to me, that's a luxury. Like an ice cream shop. That shit's a luxury. Like, you don't need ice cream right now. No. What you need to do is stay your ass home. Yeah, that's right. It. And then even so, like, some places, they still sitting outside. Yeah. So. No,
I mean, they just got to close everything down for, like, a couple weeks because it's going to close down anyway. Like, once it gets bad enough, everything's going to shut down anyway.
Yeah, so
just
you know,
before it gets worse.
And with throughout this whole pandemic, though, like I'm still having my Resident Evil flashbacks of the 4th Resident Evil. I don't know if you saw that one. Yeah. That might have been way before your time. Nah. When they was going around, they was like Arcadia is infection free. Yeah. Come to like they were trying to get like the survivors to go, which ended up being the fucking boat for Umbrella Corporation. Yeah. But right? Should we start doing that shit? Like, yo, South Florida is infection free. Daytona Beach is infection free. Tampa is infection free. You know, like pretty soon that's gonna become the number. I mean, but again, like you never know what the hell's going on with this shit. You know, like we just pray everybody's out there safe. You know, wear your bandanas.
Stay home.
You know what the limit for grand theft is, so you can always steal under that. That way, it's a petty crime. It's a misdemeanor. You don't want to get charged with a felony at these times. But even if so if you got charged with a felony, are they locking you up in jail? Because they're not even keeping you in the hospital. You go to the hospital, you're sick, you take your ass home. You know, like, you can't be in the hospital because you don't want to get infected, and they don't want to fucking hold up a bed in case, you know, somebody actually comes in there, you know?
Yeah. No.
But, okay, so again, next question would be do you believe the coronavirus exists?
Of course it exists. There's no way.
So that's the conspiracy theory number one, right? Is, like, I understand people have said, you know, like, I don't know people, but I know people who know people who know people who have had people die from coronavirus, right? So it's like a chain of, like, I know.
Yeah, some people.
You know, a friend of a friend of a friend had somebody die of coronavirus. Yeah. Okay. Like, I understand that. But to me, I've never seen somebody sick with coronavirus, right? All I get are the statistics that the news gives. This guy died of coronavirus. This guy died of coronavirus. This guy died of coronavirus. You know, but you can't take it away from a government that's, you know, into conspiracies themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like, you still don't know if there's a UFO in Area 51, right? Did aliens actually come? Do they exist? You know, did we actually land on the moon? Did we not? You know, is coronavirus real, or do people die and we call it coronavirus? I mean, who's doing the autopsies to say, like, for a fact this person died of coronavirus? Right? It's just like when you told me Kobe Bryant died, I'm like, I don't believe it till I see it. Right? 3 days later, I believe it when I see it. But I don't believe that in coronavirus until I see it.
There are literally trucks in New York, freezer trucks in New York with dead bodies in them.
I'm not saying people aren't dying. I'm not taking it.
No.
But are they dying from coronavirus or some weird like world experiment?
Okay, but like
to control the population because the world's overpopulated.
I mean that's another thing in itself, being like that could be like what caused the coronavirus. Them doing that population control.
So what does coronavirus usually
real.
Attack?
It's real.
Who's more vulnerable to coronavirus?
I don't know.
Older people, the old and the sick, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the government has done this before, supposedly, with the creation of HIV. It was created intentionally to affect a certain community, and because, you know, people are social, it spread into places that the government didn't, expect. Just like crack. When they say they made crack, they destroyed the black community.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, next thing you know, Billy got a hold of it, and next thing, he's the life of the party.
Yeah.
You know? So, again, not saying that's not the case. I'm just saying you don't know till you know. But, like I said, like, you don't know. So here's where I say, like, you got to sit there and think about different things, right? So, if I wanted to do something, right, as if I had to try to make the world a stronger, better place, it's like the theory of, like, the Spartans, right?
Oh well, yeah.
So when a Spartan baby was born in Sparta, if the baby didn't look like it was going to survive, you saw 300.
Yeah.
The Hunchback was the one that came back and, like, ha, motherfuckers, I got y'all now, right? But think about, like, if this virus was intended to kill off old and sick, you would have a society of younger, stronger, more virus resistant individuals who you would assume would procreate and create a better society, which I know isn't the case because you can just look at the generations, how they're getting dumber and dumber as time goes on.
Yeah.
So, it's just crazy to see, like, this crazy shit going on. But I'm telling you, I don't believe in coronavirus until either one, I catch it, or I meet somebody that has it.
Well, I think I don't think it's like all like the government. I don't think it's the government at all. I think it's just natural. I mean, not natural. I think it is natural, like the coronavirus. I think just diseases like that, like just come along every once in a while due to Mother Nature.
Have you not heard of biological warfare?
But you got to think about it. Like, yeah, that's true. But it's like,
What do you think?
Did we have biological warfare when like Spanish flu came in, the plague?
But that was thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
But you have to think of the climate that they lived in. They didn't even have running showers.
Yeah.
1,000 years ago, like in
course.
medieval times when you had the Black Plague, people washed in a bathtub. And not even like a bathtub. It was like a wooden barrel.
Yeah.
And they just kind of poured water on themselves. You don't even know if they didn't have dial or suave or there was no Axe. There was no old Irish Springs.
Yeah, but I think just,
Old Spice. There was none of that. Terry Crews wasn't doing no damn Old Spice commercials.
But that isn't. It's just because that's a different type of virus from a different cause. Like it's like a different type of thing. Like I think there's just things that come along every few whatever amount of years that just have to control the population, and it's just natural.
Okay, but what about, think about to like wars, right? So, World War II, nukes and atomic bombs were dropped. It wasn't the right thing to do, right? A lot of innocent people died. So you know what I mean? Like you can't move that way anymore because like hopefully there's not another world war.
Yeah.
But if there were to be conflict between two people, you can't just go dropping bombs on people like you Funk Flex, like
Yeah.
you can't do it. Like so, you have to have another way. And so, just think like when you go into combat with another adversary.
Yeah.
Your goal is to get rid of their whole armed force.
Yeah.
So if you had a virus that was as infectious as this coronavirus,
more deadly,
right? And you infected a group of soldiers, they took it back to their camp. Next thing you know, the whole camp is dead.
Yeah.
Right? You would easily win a war.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
But you don't know.
I mean,
the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's the same way around.
But you have to sit there and think out the box. You sit there and just listen to the news, and the news is like, people die of coronavirus. Okay. But people, they still don't bring up the true fact. People not buying condoms. Or sex toys. Like, I can't remember the last time I seen an Adam and Eve commercial where you, like, order three sex toys, get a free special mystery gift. Like, really, what the fuck could a mystery gift be from an adult toy store? Huh?
I don't know.
I mean, serious. Like somebody, like anybody out there, if you've ever ordered from Adam and Eve, please tell me what the fuck the mystery gift was.
I'm so curious.
I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough to spend my money. So that's another thing about this coronavirus, right? You're sitting home, right? I'm domesticating. I'm learning to cook. Well, 33 years in, I'm finally learning to, be a fucking functioning adult. I'm not there yet, but I made eggs more. I've made eggs more time in the past 2 weeks than I have in the past 10 years. True facts. So, but it leaves you a lot of fucking free time. Like, what do you do? Like, my pockets is looking heavy because I'm not out spending at the malls, right? And then you don't want to buy online because everything's delayed shopping. Like, I go on Amazon and I'm like, oh, take my money today, Amazon. Delayed shipping, April 15th.
Oh, wow.
Delayed shipping, June 4th. Like, what the fuck? That's like, no, I'm not going to wait that long.
Yeah.
I order some shit, it come a month later, I forget I ordered it. Right? I don't want the shit anymore. I'm like,
bored of
instant gratification. I need that shit now. Give it to me now. So a couple things we learned, right? One, coronavirus is crazy. Two, if you're getting fucking caught up by a cop, cough on that motherfucker. See how he likes that shit, right? Oh, so this is, I think, like, we'll come to a conclusion, soon after this. But, so you know what I love about the coronavirus? So we go back to, things we're excited for, things we're not, blah, blah, blah. I love the fact that motherfuckers right now is acting like they don't know how a fucking line works.
A line?
A line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I was in the smoothie shop the other day, right? Excuse me, drinking all these beers. By the way, drinking Corona. Not the virus. Corona Extra. It keeps me virus free every day. Everybody's like not buying Corona shit because of coronavirus. They think, like
that
that
just shows you how stupid people are.
But again, so if people are that dumb that you can say, hey, there's a virus out there called the coronavirus, and they stop buying Corona beer, right? How are you gonna tell me that I can't control them and be like, yo, like there's a virus out there that if you don't wipe your ass twice, like you could get sick. And the next thing you know, not only are they out there buying all this toilet paper,
oh my God,
baby wipe, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an easy way to control society. With the mind fuck.
No, definitely.
You know, like that's why you have to sit there and ask those questions. Like, is this real?
Yeah.
You know, because you know if they got about toilet paper before like the shit got crazy, you know, because your mom's was like, you know, gotta get toilet paper. Like, and she don't even use toilet paper, so I don't know why we had to get it. But you know, it's just like you could easily see the how easy it is to manipulate people. It reminds me of the Book of Eli, where dude wanted the Bible so he can control people.
Yeah.
The word of the Bible would control people. The word of the Surgeon General or the CDC will control people. If I went out there right now and said the air was polluted and if you went outside you was gonna die, people would stay indoors. Not even knowing like, is this true? Or are they just trying to fuck with me? Like nobody sit there and ask the question, why is the air polluted? No, everybody's like coronavirus. But like, but why? Why did coronavirus happen?
Yeah.
You know, who had sex with the pig or the monkey in the forest that got the coronavirus?
It came from bats.
So you say.
No, like that's what it came
No,
from.
that was that movie, man.
No,
that was that movie Contagion. It came from the bat. The bat dropped it on the pig. The pig went. I seen the movie. You can't. You see. You can't.
It's not. The guy who discovered the virus was the one who like initially.
I heard the virus came from a Pokemon.
That's just like not even like accurate.
They told me the virus came from a sand shrew. That's what I heard. You see, like, and again, what you heard, what I heard is two different things. But who do you believe? Because most people gonna believe me. Most people believe in Pokemon. They don't believe in bats.
They don't believe in bats?
The only bats they know is Batman. And he's half bat, half man. Oh, wait. Is he all bat and no man? Or all man, no bat? I'm confused. Anyway, we moved away from the spot of the line. So anyway, I'm at the smoothie shop, right? And the smoothie shop got a big sign on the fucking register that say stay 6 feet back behind the line.
Yeah.
Of course, the dude there was standing in front of the line. All right, that's all right. Dumbass number one. Number two, this young girl was in there. She had to be in her early 20s.
Yeah.
You know, of course, millennial status. I would assume. She's sitting there. They got lines on the floor around where you're supposed to stand. So, homie's at the line, you know, at the register. There's a line, and she's on the third line. Like, the lines is there for a reason. You're supposed to go up to the next spot of the line.
Yeah.
Like, why are you standing too back? You know, I'm trying to get my shit too. Like, you know, and they sit there with these masks on, like if it's like gonna protect them.
No.
You know, it's like, oh, I got a mask on, but I'm still gonna stay like 15 fucking feet from you. So again, like, it's just that you got these people, like, they're coming into businesses. Like, what do you mean I gotta wait in line? Like, what's a line? Yeah. They don't have no idea what a line is.
Even though they probably learned it growing up.
Did they?
Literally.
Did they? That's the question. Because when I was in school, we learned how to sign our names in cursive. What I know now is that cursive doesn't exist in school.
I know.
But I can't confirm nor deny because my ass ain't been to school in a minute. You know, and this is the really the biggest thing that I love about coronavirus, right? Is people know what the fucking exit is. Right? I don't know how many fucking times I sit there and look at something and like doors have entrance and exit, right? You go in through the entrance where it says enter, right? There's a door that says exit, which means you get the fuck out. And every time, like, I've been in a business, whether, you know, where it's where we work or whatever, where motherfuckers just try to go through the exit because the door's open.
Yeah.
Those are the same people that practice anal sex, man. Exit only. Oh, I think I'm going to stick it in anyway. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But now you telling motherfuckers, whoa, this is an exit only, sir.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? Like, I tell you, coronavirus is going to lead to a lack of participation in anal sex because motherfuckers ain't going to be doing it anymore. Right? Chick will be bent over and be sticking in. He'd be like, nah, baby, that's exit only. Go ahead, do it. Nah, I'm good. I was just shopping at Target the other day. They told me the exit is the exit. Like, that means shit goes out, shit don't come in. Right? So think about that, people, right? One, open your eyes, please.
Yeah.
Right? Think about coronavirus and the effect of it and realize that this shit may be happening, it may not be. We have no fucking clue, honestly, because you know what? They're telling you to stay indoors. Why? I get what you say, social distancing, this thing can spread, but where's the proof? I'm not a scientist.
You're not gonna believe
right.
anything.
So like I believe in again, like I believe in the spread of herpes, right? Like
yeah.
right? She got a bump, you do her, you got a bump. Like now you know why you got it because you should have fucking bought the condoms that are also in stock at Walmart right now. And I'm not please don't think I'm being paid by Trojan, you know, to get you guys I'm throwing the thing out there to say condoms because I mean like fuck, like
Yeah.
like you're gonna overpopulate us again, and they're gonna hit us with another coronavirus next year. Like, please, practice responsible sex. If you can't sit there and get the condom game right, at least have your pullout game, you know, tight.
Yeah.
You know, but again, people they're gonna have to realize at some point, you know, like you can't let whatever is going on like really affect like. Is it true? Is it not true? You know, I'm scared as fuck. I gotta buy food for 3 weeks. I need 800 rolls of toilet paper. Like I've never seen so many people flip out over toilet paper.
Nah.
Right? Or cleaning supplies. Like, yo, I need hand sanitizer.
3 gallons of Lysol.
I need hand sanitizer. But yet
Bleach.
condoms and body washes are still in stock. Right? Like all the essentials you think it's still toothpaste out there.
Yeah.
Right?
What happens
people ain't out there running after toothpaste. Like, yo, you don't want to keep your mouth clean?
Yeah.
I tell you, it's some sick fucks out there because they're all sitting in the house and they're shacking up. They're not showering. They're not brushing their teeth. All they're doing is wiping their ass and eating more food.
I'm sure. I mean, hey. You know, there's nasty people out there.
Y'all, you hear that? Y'all people is nasty. Okay, so let's just end this on a different note, right? So, and I was thinking about this on the way to work. This is not to do with coronavirus, by the way. So I was driving to work, right? And I forget what song it was. It was a Jealous by DJ Khaled, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, and Big Sean. And I was sitting there and I was just thinking, and again, we got an age difference between us, right? You know, about what, 12 years or something like that. So I was like, I remember when I was like 19, 20, like I used to be excited. Like when the Lil Wayne song was coming. Oh, Lil Wayne dropped a new song. That shit gonna be fire. Right? And again, that's when the Carter 1, the Carter 2, even the Carter 3, you know, it was like, so new Lil Wayne shit is coming. I'm excited. And then it was, you know, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. You know, so now I'm like, oh, Lil Wayne song. And I'm listening to the verse. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I mean, everybody go give Lil Wayne respect because, you know, it's Lil Wayne. Like, he been doing it for a long time. But, I mean, like, to me, like at this point in your career, you know, you give me your opinion on what you think, you know, Mr. DJ. But I think Lil Wayne should, like avoid features or verses with people who is still lyrical. He was, I mean, like, Chris Brown don't really write too much.
No.
And he a singer slash, and like you can't have a Chris Brown conversation with me, because I'm like Chris Brown #1 fan, right? So we'll leave Chris Brown out of the subject. But Big Sean is a lyricist though, like Big Sean got bars.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what I mean, like. God forbid he ever be on a song with Cole, right? Because it would be apparent
the
difference. Yeah. Like, to me, like, Lil Wayne should be on a track with like somebody like Kodak Black. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, but I'm saying like rappers like that, like rappers like Future, rappers like, and I don't even want to say the Migos, because sometimes the Migos be having some fire. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. But he need to stay on maybe like a Lil Uzi Vert, like somebody who don't have a lot of lyrics, or like Blueface, because Blueface shit be trash.
So bad, it's so offbeat.
So Blueface, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you could still seem relevant if you did tracks with, like, I guess like artists that's hot and popping, but don't have that kind of skill. Because Cole to me is one of the best lyricists in the game.
Right now, currently.
Yeah, I mean, he'll go down all time. Yeah, I mean, I came up in the era of Biggie and Jadakiss and Nas and Jay-Z, and they were all great lyricists. But Cole there with them too.
Yeah.
You know, T.I., like people like that. But now with the way it is like, to me, like, you gotta put Wayne on the track with Kodak.
I mean,
you know, you can't do it. Like, I can't see Wayne and Big Sean on another song, because Big Sean destroyed him.
Yeah.
And it's not even intentional. It's like he's just at a better stage of the game than Lil Wayne is right now. You know, Lil Wayne is. Lil Wayne wasn't hot. I mean, he was kind of with the Hot Boys and Cash Money.
Yeah.
But Wayne didn't pick up steam until the Carter. And the Carter was like, I think it's like third or fourth album.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't remember. Don't quote me on shit. You know, but you know what I mean? It's just crazy that, you know, you see the ups and downs. I feel like I'm watching Bobby Brown and Whitney all over again. You know, with that, I mean, unless you got something.
Yeah.
You got anything to say to that?
I mean, I don't know. I think he's doing all right. I mean, his, like, albums and everything aren't too bad. There's not a lot that I like on the albums. There's not much, but, like, it's good. Right. I mean, I get how he's trying to, like, fit in with more of the,
so again, we in a new stage of the game, right? Where you ain't got to buy an album no more. I got a subscription. What do you got? A Tidal?
Yeah.
So you pay the $15, $20 a month. I can listen to whatever the fuck I want. Call it a day. So I don't have to worry about it. But the question is would you buy his album for $15?
No.
Exactly. You know, that's where it is. And again, like, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. You know, please. You know, the podcast will be on Spotify by the end of the week. Yeah. You know, we're going to start having a trend. You know, we're going to do this shit weekly. You know, coronavirus or not, because, you know why? Condoms are still available. Yeah. So if you took a message today from this podcast, just know two things. One, don't always believe if the coronavirus exists. You know, make your own opinion. And two, please, you know, purchase some condoms, because Walmart got plenty in stock. So with that, we're gonna leave y'all. You know, please comment on the podcast. You can, you know, tell me it sucks. It's cool. You know, because I don't give a fuck what you really think, because I'm gonna keep doing it. You know. So with that, I'm gonna give y'all a big peace out, and we're done.
All right.